Alright, welcome back to the final episode of Lost Dimension. Yeah, we're on the last floor, and we only have to do about a few stages before we actually get to fight the end. In the Palace of Order. I think we only have to do 2 stages, and then we get to our final boss fight with the end. So, our characters are all geared up, and they're ready to kick some ass. Time for a cutscene.
To the upper stratum.
The frame rate did not want to agree with me sometimes.
Stratum.
I'm going to be showing off the normal ending and the true ending.
Same as before. In the end, you survived. It's no different now than it was in the past. You always choose to erase others and never yourself. You're the one who always survives.
Because I'm not a traitor, that's why I didn't erase myself.
What are you talking about? The truth is, I don't care what happens to the world. Let it burn. Or not. There's no meaning in any of it, one way or the other.
So why'd you blow it up?
All that matters is I will never forgive you.
Oh, okay, so the no forgiveness works on 2 ways.
It's easy to see you hold a clear intent to kill me. But why is that? Why don't you give me an answer already, the end?
Why not search your memories?
You don't plan on telling me, do you? So be it. If this really is the last floor, that means your physical body should be nearby. We'll find you soon enough. We'll find you and we'll defeat you.
Just as self-righteous as ever. You make me sick.
It's
Well,
not
that's
wise to
your
piss off your dungeon
Come
master.
with me. I won't run. After everything you've done in the past, you have no guilt sacrificing more lives. You deserve to die.
Oh.
We're coming for you, the
Matt
end.
Mercer really got a little edgy in this role. You can just feel the seething hatred. Okay, so
Let's go.
these stages aren't especially hard, and they're pretty straightforward. But first, Daydream.
Well,
So this is our regular playthrough, and then after this we'll show off the New Game Plus run of what happens if you meet certain criteria. And I'll get more into that after we finish the standard playthrough. Because there is going to be more cutscenes with the New Game Plus run. And off to a rollicking good start, where Toya can't fucking hit anything. Neither can Sho! Fantastic! Fantastic! Oh! And we're supposed to be fighting the end, you guys. Maybe Sojiro can do something. No, he can't. There you go, Sho. Our prospects for beating the end are starting to look a little bad. But hey, Zenji's here, and he also got Nagi's flying ability. That's pretty cool.
Modulating my mind. More.
And now he links up with every single party member, so his stats should be pretty good right now. And hey, Agito's back with us, so that's pretty cool. There you go. That's what I wanted to happen. Again, Agito is my star player for this playthrough. For this version of the game. Because at least he can, like, do instant death. At least he doesn't miss frequently. Can Sho hit it again? Can he hit the Mystic Shot, please? No! Of course he can't. Why would he?
well then.
Fuck. Oh, man. Our main character can't hit anything. I'm sorry, this... He keeps missing. He just keeps missing. He just doesn't stop missing. Ugh. New Game Plus Show is so much better than this version of Show. This show just misses everything. You know? New Game Plus version kicks ass, more or less. But hey, Zenji's doing some pretty decent damage. Let's go ahead and see what Agito can pull off. Can he get another instant death attack? Yes, he can! See, Agito's just doing it. He's just doing it. He's in there, and he's wrecking house. How's Mana doing? Not bad. Almost there.
Well,
Mana's doing pretty well. Alright, Toya. Can you hit this one?
This.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, cool. Sho finally manages to kill something. Great. Good job. Took Agito one turn. Took you numbskulls multiple. Ugh. If I'm playing favorites, it's because some of them just are disappointing at this point.
My mind.
I don't even know what the point of brutality is at this point, if it can't even, like, do heavy damage.
my head.
Can Sho hit this one? Can he? No!
Let's begin.
Fuck! It's the finale and Sho still cannot hit a damn thing.
What a nasty shot.
Alright, Sho, get all your misses out of the way now before we go fight the end, okay? Get them all done. Get them all out. Get them all out of your system. Because once we get to the end, where we fight him, okay, I'm gonna need you to be on your game a little bit. Because this is just not this is not working.
I'll tear him apart.
Let's get this show on the road.
Can Agito do two? Does good damage against these two. See, this is why I like Agito, because he actually gets shit done. Ugh. And Mana's doing pretty good work as well. Everybody except our main character is doing something.
Modulating my mind.
See, even if, like, the brutality thing should take off all their health, it doesn't. I don't get that. Guess it'd be a little weird to have a character die via brutality.
More. Even more.
So far this finale is not going as smoothly as I would have liked it to. And Mana goes berserk. Fantastic. And she is not going to be the only case of characters going berserk in this particular episode. Also, the frame rate looked like it was about to fucking crash the game again. And again, that's a thing that happens.
And of course, you'll help me. We've fought side by side long enough that you have a duty to protect the world as well. So I'm counting on you.
It seems like this is the climax of it all. It's rather exhilarating, don't you think? Now that we've come this far, we have to survive no matter what. And in order to do so, Sho, let's give it all we've got one more time.
Saving the world is arbitrary, to a certain degree. So let's table that discussion for now.
I need to get back to murdering
More
people.
directly, we value our own lives, right, Sho? Let's do this.
I know how I'm gonna leave my mark behind. I'm gonna carve it into the end. Show if we lost here, we'd be a bunch of pathetic losers. Let's give it our all.
Let's do this in style, like a bunch of badasses. Remember who's really to blame for the deaths of our friends.
My best friend, the End. Man, I want to be his best buddy. Well, not after Show. Show's my best buddy, but then it's the End. Agito, you keep flip-flopping here. You keep, like, who do you think is evil? Because, like, now you're saying the End is behind all this and that he's evil. But before, not too long ago, you were like, I just can't hate him, you know? Despite all the fucked up shit he's done. I don't know.
Complicates things. I advise caution.
There. Come on! Shit. Good. Get a grip.
You know,
I make this shit look
can Cho just hit something?
Oh, jeez, here it comes.
Can he hit something more than nothing?
This is perfect.
I mean, jeez.
Well, that complicates things.
This is starting to get a little. This is starting to get comical at this point.
How's that?
That takes care of that.
At least Toya's starting to hit stuff. Thank God. Yeesh. Uh-oh, here comes Mana coming over to punch Agito in the face.
Well, that complicates things.
And for some reason, I had the astute decision in my head to say, you know what? I'm gonna give Sho another chance. If he gets over there, I'm gonna let him shoot the enemy. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Considering Sho can't hit fucking anything.
Shit. Good.
Ugh.
Get a grip.
Another research log.
Good.
We'll look over those in the extra video after the finale. That won't be no commentary, by the way.
Oh, jeez, here it comes. How's this?
Out of my way.
So these flamethrower guys do some pretty good damage.
My head.
Oh good, Mana's no longer berserk. Not like that matters. The stage is over now, anyway. There you go. Mission clear, somehow.
Let's go, everyone. We will be victorious in this fight. We were all gathered as members of SEALD for this purpose. Now is the time for us to save the world and all those who live in it. Prepare yourself, the End.
Alright, we're getting closer to the ending. See, now I'm saying the ending, and there's a guy called the End, like... Somehow we still got an S rank for that, despite all the countless misses that Sho did. Let's have another chit-chat with our teammates.
You're right.
I don't really seem like the End's, like, grinning that much. He seems more pissed off than anything. I mean, sure, he's kind of grinning, like, whenever we had to erase somebody, but I think he was kind of getting happy at the fact that Sho might be erased. And to my knowledge, I don't think Sho can be erased. I mean, unless, I guess unless you actively shoot your teammates, like, over and over again and you die a lot,
Nope.
maybe you can get erased? I don't know. But I guess that's just game over. I never saw it happen. Considering in most playthroughs, Sho was good.
Hey!
What?
What the bloody hell is wrong with that man? I don't know, Mana. Maybe the fact that he nuked half the fucking world. That's probably why. That's probably what's wrong with him. That's a thing. That's certainly not a plus for him. You know? I wouldn't consider that one of his better attributes. Him being voiced by Matt Mercer, on the other hand, that's a plus. That's definitely a plus. But, you know, even being voiced by Matt Mercer doesn't give you, like, full pardon for nuking half the world.
You're right.
Yes.
Wow, that's the most nothing thing you've ever said, Sojiro. When we fight our opponent, let's make sure he doesn't have an advantage. That's the most nothing thing that anybody can say, I think. Yeesh. What's Zenji had to say about it? Are you gonna say how you want to kick the End's ass? Yeah, okay, not his ass, but his teeth in. Fine, same difference.
You're right.
I can see that. Alright, so Zenji's basically just saying the same shit he's been saying since day one. Time for a bonus mission. Last line defense. After this, it'll be go time between us and the End. Now, Sho, I know this is hard for you, but maybe, just maybe, hit one thing. Just shoot one thing. You're supposed to be a pretty good shot with that thing, right? Maybe, I don't know, hit something, anything, anyone, really. You know. Hey, there you go. It was an assist attack, but alright, cool.
Roger that. What a nasty shot.
On my way. A concerted strike.
Leave it to me. How'd you like that?
So far, this particular this stage is working out a little bit better than the last one. By a fucking mile. Well, let's see how long our characters can keep it up, because we gotta deal with 3 of those giant walking tank things. Those metal gears, if you will. And I keep forgetting to use full helix. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't use that at the beginning of my turn.
And away we go.
Can Agito keep up his instant death train going? No, but he did some pretty good damage with it.
My head.
Then let's begin.
There are 3 of these tank things, although overall they're not as bad as you might think. Again, if you're at this point in the game and you've been leveling up properly, even these guys aren't really that big of a deal. And look at that frame rate go!
Brace yourself.
Seriously, this game just looked like it was trying to crash. Thankfully it didn't, but there are going to be some obvious frame rate issues.
I suppose that works.
No, this is not going to pull off a Rodea the Sky Soldier thing at the end, where the game just crashes after you beat it. So hey, Toya's already taken out a whole tank by himself, but with a little bit of Mana's help. Not bad. A bigger improvement over how he handled the last stage. That knife throw just seems really flaccid. Like the sound effect didn't really work with it.
Dumbass. Synchronize.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, like I mentioned this before, but Zenji's shotgun doesn't really do much. Like I think the best move he has at his disposal is like Synchro Shot.
Let's do this.
I don't know. He's just sort of a middle of the road kind of character. Not especially skilled with his weapon. Hey! Sho actually shot something on his own! Good for you! A little late in the game, since we're at the final stage, but hey, you finally got one. Cool.
Here I go.
This could get ugly.
Now the question is, should I make Toya go berserk? He's gonna end up berserk if he gets countered. Which is right now. May as well have a bunch of our characters go berserk. Fortunately, he doesn't shoot mana. And he does some pretty good damage, berserked.
I advise caution.
Oh, but the berserking has yet to start. Because it's not until the New Game Plus thing, it's not until the New Game Plus final fight do we get some really big berserks.
Synchronize.
That nearly costed me the fight.
Good. Get a grip. Come on. Modulating my mind.
Oh, geez. Here it comes.
Fortunately, Berserk Toya does not really have to prove that much of a problem for any of my characters, since Agito finishes off things right here. Yeah! That's some good damage. Alright. That was the last side mission for the Let's Play. And there are some other side missions I chose not to do. But you've more or less seen kind of what the game has to offer. So let's go ahead and give our characters one last little pep talk right before the final battle.
But
So Agito has kind of like the same problem Nightcrawler does. Only instead of like bamfing and Nightcrawler has to deal with Apocalypse, Agito just doesn't know where he's going.
Well,
You're right.
Hey, Sojiro, this time you can murder somebody and not feel guilty about it. Because we need to go kill the end. That works out pretty well for you, doesn't it?
You're right.
Does it really matter what the floor feels like right now? I mean, we're about to go fight the final boss. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. Let's just get in there and get shit done. Absolution and Void. That's a good name for your final boss. In the Dimensional Chasm. Here we go. It's time for the final boss of the normal playthrough. Wow, yeah, this looks like this looks like a final boss stage. Well, it's certainly flashy.
At last, we've come to this moment.
It's 6-on-1, dude.
Is that the real
You got
end?
nothing.
Are you blind? Do you not trust your own eyes?
I don't know, you've been teleporting a lot.
This hostility, the hatred I feel, everything prior pales in comparison. We finally meet face to face.
First, I wish to know how you enjoyed the trip up here.
You know, it kind of sucked, I'm gonna be honest with
How it
you.
feels to select your comrades, watch them dwindle in number, and continue on all the same.
You're a dick. Yeah, Sho doesn't like it.
No clever words, huh? No matter. your eyes tell me everything. They are filled with rage, practically twitching with hatred. Oh, it's just what I was hoping to see. But your anger is meaningless. A cheap plaything compared to what the rest of them do it. Their fates chosen for them by others. Your misfortune, measured against theirs, is meaningless. For you are still standing. You are still alive.
I mean, that's a point, but again,
I don't deny that.
you kind of murdered half the world,
Bear
and
all sin, I'm still breathing.
I'm just saying.
Think of those who died. Perhaps I am fortunate to be alive.
That's correct. You've been far too blessed. So much easier when you're the one choosing, huh? You are the key one behind making the choices because, in your own right, you're the chosen one.
What are you getting at?
Yeah, you want to explain something more than not at all?
Your very existence. From the beginning, you were chosen.
Chosen? Me?
That's exactly why I can never forgive you.
You blew up half the world!
You were the chosen one from the start, destined to live,
Oh my god.
and not me. That's why I planned this entire encounter around making you suffer.
What?
This is all your fault.
I blew up half the world because I don't like you.
Destroying the world. The fate of mankind isn't why I'm here. I only wanted one single thing: to watch you suffer.
That is some deep,
You
deep
choose who lives
hatred.
and who dies, and you
That's some
change people's
really
fates.
fucking petty hatred. I blew up half the goddamn world just because I want to make this one guy feel like
That's
shit.
exactly why I I arranged all this.
What are you spouting? To make me suffer? You're telling me you started this whole ordeal just for that?
Just for that? How can you ask that?
You blew up half the fucking world!
I'll never forgive you. You've been handed everything. You are guaranteed life itself.
So you blew up half the world with all the nukes?
Possibly understand the despair of being sentenced to death.
Oh, really? Like you did with everybody else on the planet? Like half the fucking world with the nukes? Yeah, I'm sure they weren't expecting to have death thrust upon them either.
So many people just to exact your personal revenge?
Thank you, show.
What this is?
That's
In
stupid.
that case, I will never forgive you. However much you hate me, I have my reasons for having to defeat you.
Because you tried to kill so many thousands of
Care
people.
about your reasons. To hell with them. All I care is that you suffer thoroughly.
Okay, can we just put a bullet in this guy's head?
To do that, so be it.
All about revenge, huh? I understand.
Such a lust for revenge.
Make things all
Ooh.
A plot for revenge that involves the whole world. The scale is a bit much.
Sounds like Metal Gear Solid 5, all things considering.
This right back in your face.
A thirst for vengeance so strong it draws in the entire world. I'm curious where this stems from, but I doubt you'll oblige me.
You're gonna be a pain in the ass until the very end. Huh? If you want revenge, then just do it. Don't get everyone else tangled up in it too.
Thank you, Zenji.
The only thing worse than the whole world being destroyed is that it's all for reasons I don't even get. Guess it's about time we finished you off.
Best buddy.
This is our final battle. Let's do this, everyone.
Okay, so our final battle against the end. Let's kick it off, shall we?
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
this version of, Oh, look, and they're also playing the theme song from the intro.
Well then.
So this final battle, the end takes a lot of damage. Naturally, he's our final boss, and his counter range is fucking ridiculous. And all he needs is just that one sword. Because apparently he can just shoot lasers, like a la Zelda style. And our characters don't do much. Yeah, he's got some pretty good range and some pretty good damage. So, at this point, just hit him with everything. Hit him with every single thing you have. Come on, show. You cannot miss at this point. This is a little late in the game. This is the end of the game. Damn it.
Some peace of mind.
And again, I still have not used, like... I have not used Zenji's, like, buff move. I have not used full Helix. I don't know why I didn't start off the battle with that. Oh well, whatever.
And away we go.
Let's see if Agito can do some serious damage. Yeah, there you go. Leave it to Agito to do some good damage. And Zenji to do nothing. But no, the end does not get a second turn just yet.
My
Let's
head.
get this show on the road.
Now let's go in for a back attack.
Here. Here I go.
See, it's good to have Agito on your team. Oh, and you can't even hit him. There's our all-star for the game.
I doubt you have any recollection, but you and I were actually raised in the same facility.
Hey, we kind of knew
In order
that.
to save their doomed world, the researchers there proposed a plan to implant the fate materia into human specimens. They determined that the stone's supernatural powers could only be harnessed through live implantation. And so the 12 of us were selected to be their test subjects.
Oh!
Myself and all of the sealed members.
So the end was the MacGuffin child all along!
Fate materia.
The end was child number 12! That's who the MacGuffin child was! The end! As if that wasn't obvious due to their both having the same complexion and hairstyle.
Of course, you don't remember us all.
He grew a nose too, by the way. Sort of.
After all, once the world was replicated and the two were split apart, they wiped all of our memories.
How convenient.
They created this tower for the Other Earth project. Thanks to the core materia, they were able to take the inconsistency point between the two worlds and give it physical form. That's what the pillar is. The judgment that you're so familiar with by now was also instrumental in the creation of the new
So
world.
just big old plot dump right
It
now.
was a method of sending a child with materia to the other world. Do you see now the gravity of your sins show? In your innocence, you made the final decision. Who should live and who should die?
Ooh.
Don't you grasp the cruelty?
So now we kind of get it.
My head.
Yeah, that is a pretty good reaction. Yeah, that's kind of... Ooh.
I know your moves.
Kensho hit him. Yeah! Good damage, too. And hey! Zenji does the killing blow, too, while he's at it.
Give me more.
Nope, wait, Sho does.
Good.
And there you go! That's the final boss for the normal playthrough.
Did we get him?
You must be so very pleased with yourself.
I'm feeling pretty good, yes.
The heroes who saved the world. Savor that sweet taste of victory. You've won a future full of hope. But I warn you not to forget. In the wake of that hope, there are many lives in despair as they draw their last breath.
What do you mean by that?
You are heroes, and you have saved many lives today. But so too have you doomed countless others.
Doomed? What are you talking about?
Enjoy this victory, and may your ugly lives be forever cursed with the souls of those you erased.
And so the end is dead now.
We won. Haven't we?
Yeah.
That didn't
There's
sound
still
like he
quite a
was
bit of
being
this video
serious.
left, so maybe
There's no
not.
way of knowing what he meant.
The End really was a mysterious person till the very end, wasn't he?
His parting words were a bit weightier than expected. We mustn't dwell on them. And yet...
That guy's a pain in the ass, even in death. He was just spouting nonsense.
He's a real piece of work, if you ask me. Couldn't just let us have a clean ending.
I'm gonna miss him.
The End's parting words concern me a little. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we won. Let's head home, everyone. The world we saved is waiting for us.
So now we get the normal ending.
We were victorious against the End. We prevented the nuclear warheads from being launched and saved the world from destruction. The world was at peace once more. Supposedly. But for some reason, the End's last words still weighed heavily on my mind.
You are heroes, and you have saved many lives today. But so too have you doomed countless others.
I didn't understand the truth behind those words, and I had no way to find out. I fear we may never know. If, in the wake of our victory, countless lives really were lost.
Yeah. That's not great, whatever that was.
We didn't know, and we never would know.
Not yet, at
Not
least.
those who were sacrificed at the cost of this victory, nor the weight of the sin we had to carry because of it.
That was a normal ending. It's actually pretty bittersweet. And it feels like there's more that could be done. But for the meantime, here are the credits. Now after these are done, we'll move on to the New Game Plus run and get the true ending. And perhaps avoid the giant fuck-off meteor that hit the planet. Now, a little bit of a spoiler here. The fight with the end right here went relatively well. Not terrible, you know. He didn't get a second turn, so that's pretty good. Because he does some pretty, you know, crazy shit. But in the New Game Plus run, whoo! He's way, way stronger, as you'll soon see. And he gets a chance to use some of his more, like, powerful moves. But fortunately, this time around we'll have George and Himino to help us out. Hey, here comes the American voice acting recording. Cup of Tea Productions. Patrick States was the director. That's pretty cool. Patrick States does some good work. But they don't mention any of the guys who voiced the characters. Ah, well. Yay, Furyu. Oh, time for some ominous shit to happen. So you get the true ending whenever you've maxed out your camaraderie with all your partners. So we're missing George, Marco, and Himino. But hey! Look who happened to max out all the camaraderie bonuses in the New Game Plus run. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at some of the dialogue between our characters, between our New Game Plus characters, shall we? The End's gonna be shitting himself now that George has arrived. Time for sword-to-sword combat.
Ah, you finally made it to the upper stratum.
Upper stratum. So this is the last floor?
Same as before.
Not really. This is New Game Plus, The End.
In the end, you survive.
See, whenever he says "in the end," it's like he's saying his own name. It's weird.
You always choose to erase others and never yourself. You're the one who always survives. Trampling over the bodies you sacrificed.
What are you talking about?
The truth is, I don't care what happens to the world. Let it burn. Or not. There's no meaning in any of it, one way or the other. All that matters is I will never forgive.
Says the guy who nuked half the world just for petty
It's easy to
vengeance.
see you hold a clear intent to kill me. But why is that? Why don't you give me an answer already, the end?
Why not search your memories?
Are we gonna get any backstory here?
You don't plan on telling me,
Nope.
do you? So be it. If this really is the last floor, that means your physical body should be nearby. We'll find you soon enough. We'll find you and we'll defeat you.
Just as self-righteous as ever. You make me sick. Well, let's have it your way. Come and get me. I won't run. After everything you've done in the past, you have no guilt sacrificing more lives. You deserve to die.
We're
Really?
telling you the end.
This coming from the guy who, like, genocided
Let's go, everyone.
hundreds
We
of
will be victorious in
hundreds
this
of
fight.
thousands of innocent
We were
people.
all gathered as members of S.E.A.L.D. for this purpose.
Jeez.
Now is the time for us to
Hello,
save the world
Pot.
and all
Name's
those who
Kettle.
live in it.
You are so
Prepare
fucking
yourself.
black. And also, you murdered thousands of people. Damn. Anyway, let's see what George, Himino, and Nagi and Marco have to say. I forgot. We have pretty much the exact opposite cast from the normal playthrough. Only Yoko's not here.
Yeah.
So no matter what, Yoko's always a traitor, and no matter what, Mana's always our ally. Ha 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 ha!
Damn.
George is the best character. He's gonna save the day. The hero of justice will always win. So yay, we got Nagi back on our team. And unlike Toya, she'll actually hit something. Oh, that's not fair. Toya hits stuff in the normal playthrough. But still, Nagi's been a lot more, like, accurate in the long run.
Okay. You're right.
On edge suddenly. Really? Really? I guess it's a good way to think about it, Marco. I just expected the worst out of the guy who nuked half the world. See, I'm gonna keep on saying that because it bears repeating. He nuked half the world! Like, what? Like, there's nothing, like...
What?
There's nothing that justifies nuking half the world. Despite the fact that, like, maybe he got dealt a shitty hand, fine. But nuking half the world just to get back at Sho? Damn. I'm not an advocate of torture, but, like, if you wanted to make Sho suffer, why not just, like, I don't know, find him and just torture him? You don't have to blow up half the world to get that across. Yeesh.
But...
Himino's getting excited about burning the end to a crisp. Alright, one last little pep talk.
You're right.
I love you, George. You were the best character till the very end.
You're right.
Aww. Nagi didn't betray us this time around, so she's cool. I'm glad Nagi didn't betray us. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah, you can get to the final stage with traitors on your team. Like if you picked wrong. That bites you in the ass, though. I didn't show it off here, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what happens. Like, say, for example, you have one traitor character, okay? And you get to the final boss with the end. Well, that traitor's gonna step over onto the end side, and then you gotta deal with 2 instead of just 1 guy. And you also only have 5 members on your team at that point. And it keeps going up and up and up and up. But if you have 5 traitors, aside from Sho, then it's just game over. Because they just stab you to death. And that's it. Worst ending. So, I mean, I don't show it off because, no thank you. It's a little too much. So yeah, don't guess wrong. Don't guess wrong. Utilize every trick in the book to secure your true ending.
But...
Alright. It's time to kick off the final battle now. For real this time. The true final battle. Howl against fate. That's a different title for this final boss. And with good reason, too. Our characters are all geared up with endgame stuff. They're leveled up near to 40. And different
There
cutscene.
shouldn't be any reason for you to hide anymore. Why don't you show yourself?
This monitor turned on by itself, didn't it? What exactly is he planning?
An image?
To show us a home movie?
When do you want us to see the end?
Why is this happening?
Hey, it's Patrick Sates.
Using the TO
Lost Dimension, babies. See, look, there's MacGuffin Child, aka The End.
And yet, why did that child see that kind of future?
Indeed, it appears that the boy certainly saw it. A vision in which the newly created world was destroyed by a meteor as well.
The whole thing is still under investigation, but the leading hypothesis is that transferring the 12 children with materia was the cause.
What do you mean?
There is a high probability that the fate materia are divided into 2 different classes. There's one type with the
How do you
power to
insert that into your
in
weapon?
order to protect the
Or
world
more
against
importantly,
evil
how do you
children.
put that inside these
But
inside
there's
all
another
the
material,
crews of
fixation
Sealed?
property, a whole type that tries to resist any fluctuations in the timeline. We think these 2 forces activate on different occasions to sort of balance out the world. That's the most likely scenario.
I see. So, a power to change and a power to maintain. Using both simultaneously won't alter the outcome. Is this why the new world can't escape its fate, even after transferring the 12 materia then?
So we need 6 on both halves, I
believe
guess?
so. There's only one way to save a doomed world from destruction. We need to transfer only the materia of change onto the newly created world.
So they made a whole new
In order
planet.
to alter our destined destruction.
I don't know if they mentioned this before and I was talking over it. They made a whole nother planet.
Distinguish between the materia
Or
change
it's an
and
alternate
fixation.
reality. An alternate
Us?
dimension, one might
No,
say.
that would be highly unlikely. But that child, maybe. the one who sees visions.
Then let's have him decide who will be saved and who will be doomed. The boy with the gift of vision. Sho Kasugai.
So, Sho has the power of seeing the future.
This is...
So I think you know what's about to happen
Another
next.
world? That conference couldn't have been real. However, it's hard to dismiss that as simple fiction.
What the heck were they talking about? What exactly is this video?
They made another planet,
What is your
Nagi.
objective, the end?
This was a bit too difficult for me to understand. They said your name at the end, though, Sho. I wonder what they're on about.
Those people in the video. I can tell from how they looked. This whole thing wasn't faked. It really did happen.
Curse you, the end! Is your plan to mislead us even after we've come this far?
Calm down, George. Calm down.
What is this?
Take it down a notch. Hey, what's up?
Remember.
The end.
Search your past. Remember what you've done.
What I've done? I didn't... Back then,
Uh-oh. Sounds like some bad shit's about to happen.
So why do you need me?
Little baby
Destruction
Sho.
of this world can't be
With
avoided.
barely a nose.
That's why we need to create another world, one that isn't doomed to the same fate. It's known as the Other Earth Project.
Other Earth?
We made a whole nother
The
planet?
12
That's
children who
stupid.
carry the materia stones will need to be divided into two groups. One group for the doomed world, and one for the world that will be saved.
I don't understand.
It's a little hard for a baby to understand,
What's
yes.
the point in telling everything to a child?
Yeah, that's... Well, dick move, but still, like...
Listen, Sho. From here on, you are to select your friends. You must choose 6 of these poor
Who is your
children to
bestie?
remain in the doomed world. Use your power of vision to create a future where the world is saved.
So, I decide?
Correct, Sho.
Hurry up and choose.
You must show.
Choose.
Choose.
That's a lot of pressure to put on a little kid. Even if he does have the ability to see into the future.
Choose. It's up to you to save the world.
Wow.
Choose who are the children that have been fated to die.
MacGuffin child.
Okay, I'll choose. Then it's goodbye to you.
That's a little... Even MacGuffin child's like, whoa, what? Yeah. Not great. So,
I was the one that chose.
multiple New Game Pluses can show that
Remember, Sho.
Sho picked a different cast of characters each time around, except for the end. The end was always a constant, fated to die.
Choosing which of us should die.
That's a little harsh to hold against a kid.
The
Well,
one who told me to die.
that's kind of fucked, yeah.
And the others as well. The ones you've been judging as traitors this whole time. All
So,
of them.
the erasing didn't exactly kill the traitors, it just sent them to the planet that's doomed. So they're more or less dead. So remember the downer ending? Yeah, they all died in that ending.
Even now.
No. How could...
They were all residents of another world. One very similar to the one you knew, but a separate existence, severed from your world 10 years ago. All they wanted was a chance to save their own world. But unfortunately for them, you sealed their fate once more. How can you be so selfish, Sho? Now you see why I can never forgive you. One innocent little choice, and you're sent to your doom. Do you know how that feels? And you have nothing to say for your actions.
You know, that is pretty fucked up.
Agreed.
I will admit
I
that.
don't plan on making excuses.
But at the same time, you nuked half the world!
And passed judgment on you all unknowingly. But even so, the end. I will never accept the actions that you have taken.
Thank you.
If I'm the one you hate, why didn't you just exact your revenge on me?
Good point.
Why are you trying to destroy the world? Why involve everyone in this?
To put it into the simplest terms, because you'll suffer more this way.
Meh.
What?
The most petty
You made
fucking
your
vengeance.
choice without a hint of malice or insight. That was what I couldn't forgive the most.
Because he was a kid, he didn't know better.
That's why I needed to make you choose all over again. To watch you suffer as you deliberate.
Is that it? Is that the reason why you made us do all this? Just for that?
It might seem petty to you.
It is petty.
But to me, it's everything. It's all I have left.
There is no way I can ever accept this. Even though I'm in the wrong, there is no way what you have done is warranted.
Agreed.
Even now, your ego still shines through.
It's almost like nuking half the world is a bad thing.
Once again.
Shut up.
I will defeat you, the end. I will save the world. We end this now.
We end this now, the end. So now it's time for our final battle against the end. Or should I say,
Let's go.
the bitter end. Yeah, the end's name changes to the bitter end. And he gets a lot stronger.
Are you ready?
Fortunately, we have George this time around. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, and New Game Plus show misses too. That's not great.
Let's go.
Yeah, the bitter end is not gonna deal with any, like, baby-ass attacks. You need to hit him with everything that you got. The strongest stuff. The bitter end, level 40. Let's see how he likes Thunder Shave. Suck it, frame rate. And George misses. Come on, George. Come on. The fate of the world rests in your hands, George. Dark Void. Maybe that'll do something. Maybe Nagi can do something cool with this. Okay, no, she can't. Hey, got a little bit of damage, even though everybody else is missing. At this point, I've kind of thought, this is a fight I can't win until a certain point. Oh boy.
Let's go.
Again, this fight's a lot more difficult than the standard final boss.
I can feel the molecules moving.
Glacial Press. Maybe that'll do something. 848 damage. Oh. So maybe New Game Plus show can't hit worth a shit either. This is not going especially great. I told you, this fight doesn't go nearly as well as the standard final battle. Yeah, there you go.
Good, huh?
My head.
Time to use Warp Shot. This is one of my favorite moves. Yeah! Does some pretty good damage, too. Now we're getting it. Now George is starting to hit hard.
Too slow.
Even despite the fact that it's 6-on-1, we cannot, like... We're still taking a bunch of damage from this one guy. And I accidentally hit Himino with Thunder Shave. I probably should have paid more attention to none at all. Well, Himino's down, thanks to my own idiocy. But hey, at least we did some critical damage on the end. Crap.
Here I go.
I don't know how I managed to pull this out, but I do.
Leave it to me.
Facing hostile resistance.
Let's go. This. Too slow.
Somebody's gonna just keep missing their attacks, one way or another. Thank goodness Marco has Agito's Fate Materia. Otherwise he wouldn't be able to dodge nearly as well as he is right now.
Move out.
So far it's looking pretty good, but then the end's gonna do something pretty out there. There goes Nagi. Awesome. Okay, now the end does a move that I did not much care for.
Dogs.
He makes copies of himself. Awesome. Thank goodness I have premonition. Oh, and these copies can do assist attacks too.
Shouldn't have.
So at this point I thought, okay, well, the battle's lost. It's over. Because there goes George. I'm down 3 members. It's not great.
Here I go.
At this point I'm freaking out going like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So gotta get George back up and running.
I'll turn you to ash.
And I forgot for some reason that I gave Himino Sojiro's Fate Materia. So I figured George can use Thunder Shape and get rid of all these dudes. Because George is the hero we all need. Yeah! He got rid of 2 of the copies. George is the true hero of the story. And Marco's not looking too good, and that's gonna play a bit of a factor into this. And I am out of life capsules, so that's not great. So at this point I figured, okay, just kill the end. Just kill him now. And I miss. But George doesn't, sort of. Oh, this is not good, because now Marco's gonna go berserk. And there goes Marco. And now Marco's gonna insist on fucking up my, fucking up the final battle by killing George. Damn it. And Marco's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass for the rest of the fight. At this point I realized, screw it, use everybody we have. And it does nothing. Awesome.
Are you okay?
Things are looking very dicey right now.
Me too. Oh.
Fortunately for somehow I remember, oh yeah, I gave Himino Sojiro's Materia. So I'm thinking very hard of who to revive. And I guess I go with George. Because George is my damage dealer at this point. And I bet you Marco's gonna shoot him down again.
I'll feel my wrath.
So Marco is just insisting on, like, screwing up the playthrough. But thankfully, Mana says, screw that noise. Oh, I love George's reaction. Oh my god! Sweet baby Jesus! He's like Joseph Joestar.
Oh my god!
George is surprised by the current events.
My justice is evolving!
Here comes George! Oh, come on, George! There goes Mana.
Too much.
Oh, she's back in the game. You can't keep Mana down. Yeah! She socks him right in the face. Thank God Marco is no longer berserk.
My head.
Alright, all our party members are back on their feet. Oh wait, but Sho went berserk. Fucking fantastic. And he's a little pissed off at Marco right now. But Marco manages to dodge it, I guess. This whole thing is just one giant clusterfuck after another. I just need to finish off the end as fast as possible. And George with the killing blow. Yeah, George is the hero everybody needs. And there you go. That's the final boss of the New Game Plus run. Damn.
No matter what, you will always survive. You will always be the chosen one of us. And just as inevitable, I will be destroyed alongside the world itself.
MacGuffin child.
So you remember now, huh?
Yeah. So you were the end, weren't you?
Kinda obvious, isn't it?
This isn't. At least not right now. Perhaps one day, I'll be the one called that, though. But for now, I'm just one of the children waiting for you to select us. My powers have barely developed yet, so the only thing I can really do is send my psyche into other dimensions.
Oh.
Like this.
So he's pretty much doing a zero escape kind of thing.
The hopelessness of being condemned to a dying world.
That sucks.
Everyone felt it. The adults reacted especially ugly.
It's not great.
I couldn't help but take it all in for 10 years. All I could think about was revenge. And eventually, I became the end.
Yeah, it is a shitty situation. I don't think it justifies anything he did.
In the end, I guess I'm not supposed to exist. I'll never be chosen for the world that survives. I guess that's just the true meaning of my existence.
You're wrong.
Huh?
There isn't a single life that shouldn't exist. That can never be allowed. You should be allowed to live. It's true, I did forsake you. But that doesn't mean that your existence isn't allowed in this world. Aren't you here right now? So don't throw away your will to live.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to be of the mind that I'm not supposed to exist. They say that as long as I'm alive, the world is doomed.
So what? Even if millions of people deny your existence, I'll accept you. I'll accept your existence. That you're allowed to live.
Making up for old baby Sho, screwing everyone over. Even though Sho's going berserk right now.
I heard her voice. The day before I was cast out to die, there was a voice that spoke to me. Why is this all coming back to me?
Because Sho just changed the past.
The voice told me that I'm allowed to live.
That's right. You're allowed to live. Everyone has that right. That's why I want to save everyone.
What the? My power! It's flowing out of me. How is this possible? It's being passed to Sho Kasugai.
The End's power is flowing into me. This is...
So now it's time for an animated cutscene.
I can see them. These are possibilities of the world.
He combined my gift of dimensional leap with his own precognition. No, don't tell me. It shows actual gift. Why didn't I see it? No. Had it been the power to create new possibilities from the very beginning?
That's correct. And I remember now. All the other dimensions and bonds I've made. How could I have forgotten them? My irreplaceable ties to everyone's heart.
And now it's time for Sho to go fucking Super Saiyan, apparently. Yeah, there you go.
It's a little frustrating, but I suppose I'll just have to leave it to you. I entrust this world that I love to you.
It doesn't matter if it was just or not. It is my own desire to save this world. I'm counting on you, Sho. Take my conviction with you.
You're gonna take all the glory in the end. It's not fair, mate. But I suppose I can say this coyly like a heroine. Please protect me and the world we live in, Sho.
I'm going to keep believing in you, Sho. You're the one person I knew I could trust. Please keep our world safe.
Sho, I entrust everything to you. Believe in yourself. Our hopes shall be granted. Our bond shall make miracles come true.
Yeah! That's the George I know and love. George is awesome.
Thank you.
It was George's words that saved the world.
I feel I can overcome anything now.
Thanks to George.
Save everyone.
So because Sho had enough power... Whoa. And now Sho gets judged. So Sho got erased and sent to the other world to do this. Okay. It's just some Dragon Ball Z shit. And then Sho blows up a meteor, sending hundreds of, like, fragments of the meteor down, raining death on everyone. Well.
So we're allowed to live, huh?
Well. There you go. Thanks to Sho absorbing everybody's powers, he was able to save both worlds. And I think it was like waiting for sequel bait, but a sequel never came out just yet. Maybe in the future. Maybe. But this is pretty good. And you get a nice little portrait of everybody looking at the sunset. Yeah. Alright. So, that was Lost Dimension. I enjoyed this game, despite a few problems it might have had. It's a little buggy here and there. The frame rate does get a little bit bad, but overall it's a pretty nice little game for either your PS3 or your Vita. It's a nice little game. Not that hard to get a platinum on either, by the way. Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. Now, obviously, I have a bit more of a soft spot for some other RPGs, but this one was pretty good. It scratched a pretty good itch. Like, it's a kind of a weird combination, sort of, between Valkyria Chronicles and a little bit of Persona and some other RPGs here and there. It all comes together as a pretty good overall end product. So, now that I've finished up Lost Dimension, it's going to be this, the finale video, and the extra video put up. So after this gets put up, I'm going to put up the extra video as well. That shows off all the log documents, character files, a little bit of the music, just stuff that you would have unlocked either from beating the game or finding all the secrets in each stage. just to kind of show what I might have skipped over. After that, I guess I'll have to put something else in to fill in the gap for the hole that Lost Dimension left. What's that gonna be? I have an idea. I have a pretty good idea of what it might be. But I guess we'll, but I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you what it is just yet. But it will be another RPG. It'll be pretty fun. This one should go by a bit quicker, and it shouldn't have any of this RNG stuff to worry about. It's a lot more straightforward. So I hope you all enjoyed my Lost Dimension playthrough. I hope you're enjoying some of the other playthroughs I'm going through right now. And I hope you look forward to the next playthrough that replaces this one. Alright, until next time, thanks for watching.